Ew.
I wanna know what turns you on.
I wanna know. I wanna know.
You know what turns me on is the fact that In Search of Darkness is back for a 3-day only sale to finally get your copy of the Rondo Hatton Award-winning Best Documentary of 2019, In Search of Darkness. It's all about 80s horror. It's over 4 hours long. You get 2 free posters, and you get to use a link that comes directly from us. And if you get it, send me a message, an email, let me know, and I'll send you guys a 25% off merch code to use on any Wham merchandise you want to as well. If you got James A. Janice in there, John Carpenter, it's all about all the 80s horror movies we know and love. And again, it clocks in at over 4 hours fucking long. And I don't know about you guys, but for me, it's probably the perfect time to have a 4-hour doc I can sit down inside my house, which I'm confined to, and watch a 4-hour horror doc about nothing but sweet, sweet 80s horror. You guys can get that now in the link below.
Now it's time to get into those fucking movie reviews.
All right, so the first one up that I got to go see, that Mike didn't get a chance to go see, was the Bloodshot movie with Vin Diesel.
When you said Bloodshot, I went right back to Big Gun. I was like, Bloodshot, down, down, down.
You can't help it. And no, we're not talking about when you're having sex with your girl when she's on your period. I'm talking.
Why?
I don't know. It's quite gross. It's quite gross. I feel ashamed having said it, but now it's out into the ether. But no. So Vin Diesel of the famed Fast and the Furious and Pitch Black and Chronicles of Riddick stars as a guy that has been fucked over multiple times. He gets brought back. A couple of scientists enhance his body with some nanites, and he gets super soldiers. He's basically a superhero. It's a superhero origin story. It's got some good action scenes in it. It's got some slow down effects. It's got I don't know. It's got like a Matrix feel to it. A little bit of Memento thrown in for good measure. It's not like the worst thing I've ever seen in my life, but it's pretty standard as far as an action film goes. But it's definitely an action. It's a sci-fi action movie, and the story was one that when I was watching, I was like, yeah, I'm kind of into it. Like I wasn't that fucking hard over because I mean I'm like you. I don't hate Vin Diesel, but I'm not really a fan of Vin Diesel. But he actually rocked the shit out of this one. He did pretty good. You know, he didn't do a Streisand.
No Streisand.
He pulled it up. I don't know, like, there were some things I would have changed. Like, when they try to do the forced humor, there's one, like, nerdy scientist that comes in to help Vin Diesel later on, which you always have to have that guy in these fucking storylines. And it's obvious, it's basic, it's pretty much pancake batter. Like, it's been done a million times. But, dude, honestly, some of the effects, like, it worked really well. And when he gets pissed, when he finally figures out what's going on and he starts yelling, like, he's like, "'Cause the buster was the one that brought me back home," like he did in the Fast and the Furious, the original one. I was into it. I was like, man, just yell all the time. And by the way, I was telling Mike, dude, that chick in the movie, that Gonzalez girl, the most beautiful chick I've ever seen in my life, dude. Like one of
I gotta pull
maybe not the most beautiful chick, but one of the most hottest chicks I've ever seen. Like she looks animated. Like she doesn't look real. Like she looks like she's so hot that God took like 6 days to make her instead of the 7th. Like the 7th he rested, but on the 6th he was like, yeah, I'm gonna take all my time. Dude, she is smoking aces. Yeah, dude, she's got this sultry look about her. Oh my goodness. Like she doesn't even look real.
Since she looks like an anime chick?
Yeah, like she doesn't look real.
An anime chick going on there?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You said I'll be getting to know you later on with these images. But anyway, overall,
what is the movie about? Like honestly, like I saw the trailer for it, and I remember there was one cool shot of him being like, "Gah."
Oh, that was cool as fuck. The car tunnel scene was great.
But dude, it reminded me of that scene in Keeping the Faith when they were playing basketball. Or no, was it? No, it was Along Came Polly.
No, dude,
and there's like sweat everywhere.
Well, basically, what he is he's a soldier and he's died, and this company, it's kind of like OCP in a way. So the company has brought him back from death.
Universal Soldier.
Huh?
Universal Soldier.
Kind of, yeah. It's kind of got that feel to it, but they know he's product. And they're using him for their own nefarious ends and means, but you don't know. I can't give you the movie.
The Bourne Identity.
But dude, honestly, there's a lot of Jason Bourne in this. Like, as far as like the memory loss and what he discovers later on, and what he was created for, and what his ultimate goal is, and how they like
RoboCop.
Dude, you know what? Tub Thumping would have been a perfect song for this. I get knocked down and I get up again. You're never going to keep me down. They've done this movie 1,000 times. But they do it like with a lot of zeal in this one, and I thought it was going to be a shit show. Like I thought it was going to be one of those like rolling your eyes kind of moments. But dude, and there's moments of it like at the toward the end when he has a fight with some of the main bad guys in it. Like it did feel like a fucking. It felt like Spider-Man versus Doc Ock. Or something, because it looked pretty cool. Like when they were going down you saw the trailer when they were going down the elevator shaft with the guy with the 2 big arms.
Yeah.
Like there's a pretty interesting story about him. He's a fucking asshole. But dude, it looked cool on when they were trying.
Stin's an asshole.
He's an asshole. But dude, what this movie really lacked was the fact that they couldn't go like full on with like some of the violence. This movie was designed. Just the way that it lays out for rated R.
Yeah, it's PG-13.
Yeah, and, dude, but because you can tell there are moments like when he's doing shit, you're like, oh, dude, if they were able to go the extra mile and just fucking like let me see the blood roll, it would have been a different movie. But overall, yeah, it's a solid film. It's a 6.5 for me. Like, it's not like the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. I enjoyed it. And I'm actually interested to see the sequels because, I mean, they left it open for a sequel possibility.
It's not going to make enough money for sequels.
I don't know. It might.
I'm willing to bet
I feel like it's one of those small, quiet farts that somebody will smell and they're like, you know what, this is all right. Unfortunately, Dredd was the same way. I like Dredd a lot. Way more than this, and it did nothing. But Vin Diesel's got some kind of star power, so maybe... And Bloodshot's also based on the Valiant comic book of the same name. I never read the comic book. I never had any... I kind of briefly read about it, but the only thing he doesn't do in this movie that I guess they do in the comic book is, like, he can't turn his, like, body parts into, like, metal pieces like T-1000. Apparently, these nanites can, like, fucking... Like, and dude, that idea is pretty badass. Like, he can form different, like, shit out of his hands and his body to do whatever, needs to be done. But
sounds like Hero 6, like Baymax.
Well, he's pretty much Captain America on steroids and creatine and motherfucking Logan. But otherwise, it's cool. Like, I mean, I'm
shocked that you actually liked it. I thought it was going to be a hot turn the toilet.
Dude, I did, honestly. I really did. But I liked it a lot.
Would you watch it again on, like, Blu-ray?
No. But I might watch it on, like, Netflix or something. Like, I mean, if it was just on, like, I would watch it.
So you wouldn't buy it, but you'd watch it again?
Yeah. For sure.
I'm actually shocked by that, man. Like, honestly, I figure 3, 4, 9 people might go see this movie. I don't know. I saw the trailer. I don't like Vin Diesel that much. I'm the same. Like, it's rough.
I had two people.
I'm talking about family.
I had 2 people in my theater. One of them was an old lady, and the other one was, I think, asleep. But I wait till it comes to the video first.
Let me ask you this: do you like this better or the RoboCop remake? Because RoboCop remake sucked in a lot of ways, but it had some cool shit in it. Plus, it's RoboCop.
I don't know. That's hard because
isn't it kind of the same fucking story?
Kind of. Well, no, but they've all been told in their kind of in their way. But this has a lot of different elements thrown in, like Jason Bourne, like you mentioned, RoboCop, Universal Soldier. It's got a lot of different elements going through it, and then even the Matrix in some way. The only thing I didn't like RoboCop. RoboCop was already an established series, and they took it and they took a goddamn diarrhea in its mouth.
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson was on, and that was the only cool thing about it, really.
Yeah, and the suit.
And plus, I didn't like. You know what? Honestly, I'll take this one because I don't like the motherfucking guy that played RoboCop. What was his name? With that goddamn Jersey bullshit accent. Joel Kinnaman's, streetwise Murphy when he's RoboCop. I didn't like that. Anyway, I would pick slightly. I would put this one slightly above the remake of RoboCop.
Yeah. Okay. I'm actually shocked. That actually makes me... Actually, I'm not going to check it out because I just don't like Vin Diesel enough to watch a movie with him being the star of it. I'm sorry. I know some people love Vin Diesel. I just think he's kind of douchey.
I guess you're not a fan of you're not a fan of Fast and the Furious, are you? No crust.
No crust.
It doesn't matter if you win by inch. I always look at that part because he kind of said it like that. There's one part where he was like, "You made me the best version for you, not me." And I was like, "You almost beat me, almost me." Pink slips. Anyway, and by the way, there is an interesting thing about a side note about Bloodshot is that Vin Diesel, I guess, is getting a little out of shape. So when he had his shirt off, they only showed like one part of the pec up. And it was just basically this part, and like that's all it was.
That's what I was saying. Like if they did meet actually, they would have to do the same thing.
But when he had like his shirt on, like he had the muscle shirt, that you like, yeah, he's in shape. But I was like, did they use a body double? Because I know you're fucking sucking in for all it's worth.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie. We watched it. We watched a movie.